Hey my loves, welcome and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you all how to make braided ponytails for kids. Every child needs one or two braided ponytails around the house. So if that sounds like what you're interested in, why not keep on watching, and with no further ado, let us dive right in. Here are the list of the things I'll be using. First, I have a dome head. Next, I have my braiding extension. Next, I have elastic bands. There is this and there is this other one. You can use either of them. For me, I prefer this, but the other one looks more presentable. The next thing I have here are some beads, these colorful, beautiful beads. Next, I have my bows. You can use any bows of your choice. And these pins, don't worry, you will see what I'll be using them for later. Next, I have my lighter. You will also see what I will be using it for. And these beader or bead applicator, whatever it is called, and this beautiful candy, whatever. So let's begin. Let's dive right into this. So I'll be using my pins to stick the elastic band onto the dome head. Yeah, that is what I am using, or that is what I use the pins for. Next, I'll start prepping the braiding extension. First, I will unravel it and then I'll cut into 4. The first cutting will be right here in the middle. Thereafter, I will bend it all the way like this, although I didn't position it well. Yeah, I didn't position it well before cutting that middle. That is why one side is longer than the other side, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I cut here again, then I started flopping or plucking it. You can use a pre-plucked extension if you have that available, but I just prefer this. Anyways, after plugging it, I'll start brushing out. You can use a hair wash. You can apply a hair wash to the braiding extension before brushing, but I'd rather not. Okay, and yeah, this is time for the main deal. To begin, I'll section out some extensions, and I will put a little bit. Like, I don't go in with the quantity I want to use all at once. I mean, forget the length of this extension. This is not the length we want to achieve at the end of the day. So I had rather add as I braid on to achieve the length I want. So that is why I say you can cut your extension into 3. So you wouldn't have to add extension as you braid on. But you will get the reason why I'd rather add extension as I braid on later on. I will explain why I do that. Okay, for now, just watch how I'm braiding this and I will explain further later. By the way, I'm going for a 10 inches ponytail length, but that doesn't mean I'll have to braid till 10 inches. I mean, we're gonna need the ends for later, so we can just, don't worry, you will see what I mean, but you have to braid longer than 10 inches. If possible, 15 inches. Okay, 15 inches is too much. Let's say 13 inches. You have to braid longer than the length you want to achieve. Okay, so this is the next one, and I have starting off with this. So you guys are seeing me putting another extension over it instead of putting everything across, like putting everything across the elastic band. Like, I just put a few across and then put the other few on it and started braiding. That is because I want the braiding to be facing flat. Don't worry, you will get what I mean later, but don't worry, I will explain more. I will explain more later with an illustration, of course. For this one, I passed all the extension that I want to start off this braiding with across the elastic band. Like, I did not put any over on top like I did with the rest. That is because I want to show you guys the difference here. So this one will be given a side position. Though you guys just saw me adding, as I braided on. That is because I want to extend the length. So that part does not affect what I am trying to explain here. Don't worry, you will see the difference between this one right now and the rest that I've braided. You will see the difference. So this one is facing a side and the rest are flat. are laying flat, why this one is standing like sideways. I don't know. This thing is not allowing me to explain, but seriously, there's a huge difference between these two. You can try it out and figure out for yourself, because I don't know how to explain or show you guys what I'm talking about here. Anyways, I am done braiding, and this is it. I braided 20 strands on each of them, which technically I don't. I usually braid 25 strands on my braiding extension, but for this particular one, because I was in a hurry, I just did 20 strands. Yeah, I just did 20 strands on each of them. So right now I'm trimming, which is very important. You have to trim off the the flaky on them, and after trimming I will start applying my beads, or I will start putting on my beads. Yeah, I showed you guys a bit earlier, and with my bead applicator, my beader, whatever this is called, I will start putting in my beads on it. This is a lifesaver. This is a game changer. Instead of putting your bead one after the other with your bare hands, this one can remove the struggle like by 100. So you guys are see how easy this is. You can get yours from colors_n_kids on IG. So after I'm done putting in all the beads, I'll start measuring them. Guys, I didn't show you guys this measuring tape in the beginning of this video when I was showing the list of the items I'll be using for the making of this. Yeah, I forgot. But this is it. This is very important, measuring tape. But this my measuring tape have a problem. Okay, I've been using it for way too long, and I actually thought I was gonna get a new one for the purpose of this video, but somehow on the day I was making this video I didn't, and I had to make do with this. So this measuring tape, yeah, it didn't start from 1, it has cuts. Okay, so I'll be starting from 10 instead of 1. So from that 10 to I'll measure from 10 to 20, which is technically 10 inches. Okay, I mean, if I started from 1, it will still give me, if I start from 1, I'll measure to 10, and that would be 10 inches. But because there is no 1, I started from 10 and I measured to 20, which is 10 inches as well. So once I measure to 10 inches, I'll tie that like this. Okay, I'll tie it into a knot. I prefer tying than using rubber band. You can use elastic bands to tie as well, but I prefer this method because elastic bands can disappoint. Like, it can break. It doesn't last forever, even though it's durable for a while, but it will not last forever. It will get to a stage, then it will break. But this tying into a knot method lasts as long as you want. I mean, who's gonna unravel it? No one. So yeah, after measuring my 10 inches, which you guys know the condition of my measuring tape, I've already explained that. After measuring for 10 inches for every single one of them, I will tie it out and move on to the next one, just like that. Yeah, you get me, right? So because I'm used to making this, I already know how 10 inches looks like. Like, I can even use the previous existing one to measure my 10 inches and I will get the same length, if that makes sense. So yeah. And guys, I am done with tying that out. Now I'm gonna start cutting out the excess, and after cutting out every bit of it, I'll go ahead to start burning the ends. Yes, to secure everything, because if only I cut out this excess without securing by burning, it's gonna unravel. Okay, it's gonna unravel, so that is not well secured enough. So burning the ends secure everything like permanently. It becomes unmovable. Nothing is gonna happen to it ever again. So that is what I'm doing now. I am burning it. After burning, I will use my thumb I will use my thumb to press in between, so everything can be slick. I'll just continue that process. You have to be very careful with this stage. Okay, you have to be very careful. You can have water by your side, so you can be dipping your fingers in the water before pressing on it, but I'm used to this, so Yeah, and this is it, guys. I am done with burning the ends. Now I'm gonna dip this into hot water. I'm gonna use hot water to straighten the hell out of it. I'm gonna slick it out with hot water, very important. And after that, go ahead to air dry it or sun dry it, whichever one you have available at the moment. And guys, see how beautiful it looks with the bow clips on. You can go ahead to use it to style your child's hair however way you want, or use it to style an already existing hairstyle and take that hairstyle from 0 to 100. On this day, I just finished making this hairstyle on Adobe and I was like, why leave it basic when I can take it to 100? And I did. See how beautiful these ponies look on Adobe. On the hairstyle, everything is looking sweet. So that brings us to the end of this video. Kindly give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, share this video, and until next time, see you in my video. Bye.